So, we a while ago made a little video about how to use MyFitnessPal, weighing and measuring food for macronutrients, and how people could get that process going. For some people that was really useful information, for other people it went straight over their head. So what we wanted to try and do is try and just give people a little bit of a simpler way of getting started with portion size for meals. So this is a really rough guideline again, but it's the concepts taken from Precision Nutrition. It's not my work, but hopefully it'll be useful for people to know. So in terms of a meal, I'm going to say roughly on average, depending on, again, people's goals, activity levels, all that sort of stuff, but with all things being equal, most people would eat about 4 meals a day. Okay, so if we just think about, we'll talk about differences between men and women in a second, but as a rough guideline for every meal that you eat, I think it's important for people to include some form of protein, carbohydrate and fat. And we're now going to give you a bit of a guideline on, in terms of, like, if you think of a plate, what can go onto that plate for each one of those macronutrients. So, and also micronutrients as well, so we'll cover that as part of it. So think of your plate, imagine that. Imagine all of us eat about 4 meals a day. For that plate, as a rough guideline, you want to take your palm of your hand and have about a palm's worth of protein on that plate. That'll obviously cover your protein. In terms of carbohydrate, you want to use a cupped hand. That's going to be a good rough guideline again per person, because it's relevant to you. And for your fat source, about a thumb's worth of fat on your plate. Now, when we look at micronutrients, if we take about a fist, that will be a good size of vegetables for you to put on your plate as well. So if we cover that one more time, we've got palm for your protein, a cupped hand for your carbohydrate, a thumb for your fat, and a clenched fist for your vegetables. Now, if you can include that in some way, shape, or form for your plate, for your portion size. For men, you probably want to have 2 portions worth of each of those things, and for women, one will suffice. So that's a good starting point. It saves people the weighing and measuring hassle if you're not into that, which I can appreciate if people don't want to do that. And it will give you a good starting point for kind of how to make sure you're getting a balanced meal for all of your main meals.